What is up, legends? We are back in Black Beacon. All right, so literally 7 hours after I made the last video, the dev team pretty much responded to the community and everything else like that. And we're gonna read that. A lot of people were hitting me up like, "Yo, I think your video put pressure on." I don't. It wasn't me. They were gonna do this the whole time. The reason why I know it wasn't me is because you literally have to put this and program it into the game, and that's not, you can't just see somebody's video on YouTube and then in 7 hours like, yo, we gonna do it. It don't work like that. They were already gonna do that. It just so happened that I came during that particular point in time and said what I said, so it had nothing to do with me. They just were already gonna do that within that period of time anyway. So somebody sent me, they were saying that in the Discord and hashtags. I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. They were gonna do it regardless. But the last video was interesting because I had people mad, and it was like, you said that they're treating everybody like garbage, so why did you do another video? For one, I didn't say I wasn't gonna do another video. I said they are treating people like garbage and calling it out. You don't just sit up there like, you see, the problem with the gacha community right now is you guys are too used to the drama queens and the people bitching all the time and riling you up. So when somebody comes along like myself, level-headed, and says, hey, they effing up, and I gave you the proof of where they were effing up and the proof of them not testing this app that we're using right now for the game, and showing what happened. That's me calling it out. That's not me saying that, oh, I'm not going to do another video after that and everything else like that. I didn't say that. In fact, I did say that when Q, or King, not Q, Q, wow. That's what she looks like anyway. When King actually comes out, that I was going to do that video, and I did. Stand on business. I'll give you an example of when I actually said I wasn't going to cover something again. Those of you on the channel remember Starseed, you can say in the comment section if you remember that. Remember what Starseed did. And then I specifically said, if they do not address the fact that they did something very predatory and gloss over it, they'll never see me again. And they did exactly that. They did not address it. In fact, I didn't do a video on it because I'm just not going to do a video on it. The following event with the light and the dark units, they did the same thing again, acting like that didn't happen beforehand. Like legit just killed their game, just wiped it out. So in this, we saw what happened. It was like 3 or 4 days. We have to give them a patch cycle. You gotta give them a chance. So those of you who are like the drama queens, because I know there's some of you watching right now because you come from other communities and you expected me to be the drama queen like that, you were in the wrong place, on the wrong channel. That don't happen here. We grown people around here. We grown and sexy. We alphas. Everybody watching is alpha, unless of course you're a drama queen and you're not an alpha. You should go watch somebody else. So with that said, and I just to make it clear, I'm not saying that you can't voice a opinion, but don't crash out. You got dudes crashing out, acting like they had stock in the company, and you don't have stock in the company. At the most, you topped up and you probably refunded or something like that. You give the company a chance to fix it. If they don't, then you crash out and leave. That's it. But not after 3 days and not give them, like, you gotta give them a chance. So here we go. We want to begin with a sincere acknowledgement. Your voices have been heard and we take feedback seriously. Following the launch of Black Beacon on China, April 28th, we received strong feedback from our global community regarding the differences in competition between regions. We understand your frustration and we deeply regret the confusion and concern this has caused. Black Beacon is developed by means of studios published separately across the regions by Global for Global and Tian City for China. Due to this structure, each region addressed the launch independently, while the circumstances and responses may have differed, we recognize that the significant rewards issued during the China server launch caused many in the global to feel a sense of relative deprivation and disappointment. That was never our intention, and we take these concerns seriously. We want to be clear, this is not an attempt to shift responsibility, but to offer context, and more importantly, is a moment for us to learn to do better. All right, pause. That is true. All this right now, that they are different regions and everything else like that, and different parts of the company and stuff like that. So hopefully they understand that you need to talk to each other, because I deal with multiple games, and let me tell you, the different regions don't talk to each other. They really don't, and it's problematic. You saw that. Matter of fact, I'll give you a close example. If you got who were used to on my channel, Street Fighter Duel. One of the reasons why I stopped covering that game is China had its own agenda, Taiwan had its own agenda, and global had its own agenda, and then you had FCA. You had 4 different things, everybody doing different things. It was crazy, and you're trying to get answers. You guys who know me, who I'm like covering different regions, everybody's saying something different, and I'm like, holy hell! Can y'all get one person in one meeting? And then I'm literally like, the CM of global was like, well, they don't talk to us. I'm like, how the hell they don't talk to us? And that happened in that game, where different regions were getting different rewards, and everybody was getting pissed off the same way like over here. So it's not something unheard of. This is definitely something unheard of. The problem is that this is 2025, and you're supposed to be better than that. So hopefully they fix it. I'm not trying to bag on them or anything else like that. I'm just saying in general, for you guys, devs, they probably watching. Anyway, across the board, you're supposed to have somebody it's called a localization analyst. That's exactly what it's called. If you do not have that in your company, go hire somebody to do that. That's why that doesn't happen in AAA games. You almost never see that happen in AAA games, because there is literally a job title for that. This is but this is not a AAA game, it's a gacha game. So they probably don't even know what the hell that is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't know what the hell it is. They probably learned now. You effed around and found out. You need somebody who is going to, preferably somebody who speaks multiple languages, or at least good enough to actually understand what's going on in China, to say, hey, we need to be unified right here so nobody's pissed off. That happens, and like you see, like with Nintendo, it happens. They have a localization expert, analyst, and Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, all of those companies, and it handles that as far as like all the games. It's not just one individual game. They handle like, hey, you can't give out a free plushie over here in America and then China get like fish sticks. Like, that's not gonna work. Everybody need to get the same thing. That's how that works. So apparently they didn't have anything like that. So moving forward, hate to be talky, but I have to kind of like explain this from an industry standard. Having said that, all 3 parties, meaning studios, Go Out, and TNCD, have discussed the matter thoroughly and reached a shared agreement on the following points. Which you should have been doing that from the start. Oh my. Global compensation alignment, unify rewards across regions. We have conducted a review of all rewards distributed both global and China servers up to May 5th. I hope you hired somebody to do that, by the way, to keep doing that, so you don't need to have a meeting every time. Just saying. That'll help you out. Just saying. And any discrepancies will be corrected moving forward. All servers will follow unified global compensation plans to ensure fairness. Great. That's excellent. There we go. For global compensation, please refer to the details. Time-seeking key. That better be in my mail when I log in right now. Spherical fruits. This is just stamina. Gift certificate. Nobody cares about that. Well, you guys do. 5-star permanent character selector. And you need to be 1/4 to unlock the mailbox. Okay. Gratitude reward as a gesture. Appreciate it on continuous page. They gave more after this too. Man, if y'all still complaining, man, I don't know what to tell y'all. You just really are being a drama queen at that point, because this is like, and it's weird because I started reading the comments from yesterday's video, and I saw dudes just like, game's dead to me now. People are literally saying, hey, like they addressed it. Oh, I don't care no more. See, I have a problem with that. You have to keep the same energy on both sides. When the company F up, flame out, crash out. When they make right, you do right. You can't just crash out again and like, see, they do like no, it doesn't work like that. You gotta keep the same energy on both sides. You gotta be fair. What you're being is unfair at that point, because there was outrage. They messed up. They said, hey, we messed up. Companies almost hardly ever will say in a public statement, we effed up. They'll gloss over it. Case in point, you ever see Hoyo do it? No. Like Hoyo straight up, the people be like, yo, where our selectors at? We ain't get no free character. They be like, whatever. Kuro, you see what Kuro did with their anniversary? 50-50 on the anniversary banner. They acted like we ain't say nothing. They acted like there wasn't 100,000 people pissed off, which there really was 100,000 people pissed off, and they acted like it didn't happen. DK will nerf something on like you see like 1% less booty, and then they don't fix it. They do. Like so when you have something like this and then you turn around and be like, hey, I ain't coming back after him and all the time, like I don't know what you want after that. Like they fixed it. They gave the same compensation, and they gave more compensation on top of that. You like, so at that point, if you ain't gonna play, then you don't need to say anything else after that. Why are you even in the comment section? Why are we seeing you? You supposed to be gone. You over here hating. You ain't right for that. Like, so if you're gonna play, hey, we chilling. They probably don't have many more like chances to make any mistakes like that, but we chilling. Like, I personally like the game outside of the choices that they have made that have been terrible. But I still like the game. I think it's fun. And I got Nana. Like, that was still, she's in my top 5 all-time gacha women. Like, so I'm good. I'm good. And then I got more currency right here. So we got some keys right here. Lost time key, and then time seeking key. Anything else right here? It's just still going. Look. Both unified rewards across regions. The gratitude will be distributed on May 6th at 8 UTC. Is that like, well, it's May 6th now. Hopefully it's in the mail. Please note this connection may occur at the time of distribution. Is that what that patch was for? Cross region coordination, stronger publishing collaboration. Ming's Studio, Glowhow, TNC have agreed to share communication protocol across public and platforms. You need to hire somebody to do it. No, like I get, I think like what I just said, that is industry standard. I'm glad that you guys have figured out what industry standard is as a gacha company, but you need to hire somebody who's going to be the liaison between all 3 of these. So it's just like, you don't have to like, hey, we're gonna set up a meeting, we're gonna talk to Go Out, hey, where Team City at? No, one person. This is what we are going to give out in this region right here. Go out. You good? Yeah, we're good. TNC, you good? That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all a localization analyst does. That's it. Like they're gonna make it more complicated, and then the same problem is gonna happen. Watch. The problem is I have hindsight, because I've been doing this for so long and working with companies. I'm like working with a company right now. Actually 2, including making my own company as a 3rd thing and all of that, which is why I know this stuff. And I just looking at this wording right here, this is going to be a problem again. And it's a it's an industry problem that the companies become too big and nobody knows who's talking to anybody and stuff like this. You need to simplify things. So hopefully they see this video and hear me and simplify the process. You don't need to have you just need to have somebody deal with that, because that wording looks like you're going to have the studios contact each other, and then that's going to be a problem too. I can just know it is. So we looking forward. We sincerely appreciate the continued support for Black Beacon. We know this as shaken trust. We don't take that lightly. Trust is not restored through words alone, but through consistent action. We committed transparency, cross-region fairness, and creating a more unified experience for Seers around the world. If you want a trustworthy, unified experience, get us the hell off of Google Play Beta and onto Steam. That's what you do now. Get this up out of here that I'm clicking on right now. Why am I? What is Steam? Bro. Yeah, sound lag too. This I get triggered by this app. It actually runs better now though.
Welcome back.
Whatever, Nana. What's in the mail? I'll be triggered by this app. That just it's so bad. Thanks to the key. There it is. 20 keys. When's the reset? I ain't upgraded nothing. Oh, it just reset. Cool. All right. Item down. So I can't necessarily pick. Hey, who do I not have? I think it's Irishan and Viola, right? I'm not gonna go for the dupe on Nana. I don't she's strong enough. I don't really need to worry about that. Characters. Oh wait, do I have Irishan already? Yeah, I do. So it's you. Yep. Now I have everybody.
Viola, the performer. Are you?
I'm sorry I cut you off, ma'am. Hey, we got every character in the game now. I mean, it's not that many, but still. You gonna talk? You don't say nothing. It's probably because I didn't do any of her stuff. Damn, to make them not run their mouth, you just have to not build them. That's funny. Let's go get this key real quick. I think I've only used her one time. Guess what story based? I think that was it. Okay.
Take a seat. Take a seat.
That seems awkward.
Take a seat.
Yeah, it does it kind of feels awkward.
It's time for a change of tune.
She's cool though. What are you gonna use that for though? So when you hold down, he does the smack. I mean, that's easy. This is it's similar to what Nana does, and you just keep bringing it out. Yeah. Okay. You super simple like that. Anyway, so that's all we got. I know that there wasn't much action in this video today, but I just wanted to just tell you guys about all of that, and then just see what we got. I'm gonna hold on to all of that summon currency for whatever the next character is. Banner wise, I do have these. I could do that, but it's just all of this now, and we already have her. I'm not gonna get more. There's no need to do that. I do want to do this though. Let's go there. Just pushing it along. I'm just gonna skip. Now, for me, my issue is that I've done most everything except Trial Prophecy. I'm just like, whatever. But I've done most everything and got characters built and just kind of like having fun daily wise and everything else. I got to use my stamina. But yeah, I'm just waiting for them to extend and give us like dedicated end game, because we feel we don't have any right now. So that's kind of like what I'm waiting for. So I'm just building characters up. Just so I have more stuff to throw at things, that when like if you're fighting and you lose a character, then you got somebody else really strong to come in. That's what Ching is going to be for. Pretty much go queuing, or however you want to say her last name, because I thought it was supposed to be Ching, but then they say Queen. I was like, oh, it's Queen. Am I pronouncing it wrong? I thought Q was supposed to be CH. Unless it's not going to be in vernacular for China. So I don't know. Like, all right, we'll catch you guys next video. Peace and see you soon. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.